know if he didn't get cleared or not, but I think tomorrow he'll be reevaluated tomorrow morning, and then we'll see what happens. So it's not out of the woods. We don't know.
You optimistic at all from what you've seen?
I don't know. I have no idea. No idea. We'll just see how it goes tomorrow, and then same with Dwight. I guess we'll see. So, but there's nothing definitive on anybody.
Are they evaluating Dwight tomorrow?
Yeah.
Could they be game time?
Yes, it will be. Yeah.
Last night before the game,
Which has been last 3 games. So.
I asked Dwight if he thought he could play Sunday night, and he kind of shook his head. He goes, "I wish." So is it just basically like it's always been up to the doctors and the trainer?
Yeah, I mean, with the players' consent, obviously. But,
yeah.
But yes.
Mike, last night you closed the first quarter 25-25, had an 11-0 run. What went wrong in the second quarter?
Well, it was actually the last 3 minutes of the second quarter. We were maybe 2 down, 3 down. We kept hanging around, and they scored 17 points in about 3.5 minutes, and that compromised the game. The rest of the game, we played them even, and we've done that a couple times, and got to give them credit. Durant, a couple mistakes defensively and a couple mistakes offensively, and miss a layup, they go down and hit a 3. Turn it over, they hit a 2. So it got away from us, and that's probably the mark of a team that knows how to win and one that doesn't. And there's a lot of areas that we just got to get better.
Talk about Earl Clark, second start, second double-double, what he brings to that lineup.
He brings a live body that can guard multiple positions, that can hit open shots. So he surprised me. And he's worked hard the whole time. He's been a great guy, so I'm really happy for him. But I think we found somebody that can be in the rotation and produce.
On a sadder note, what are you going to lose now that Jordan Hill is gone for the season?
Well, you hate it for him most of all because he was having a good year. He plays hard. He wanted to play. You just hate it for the player. But as a team, you just got to close ranks and give somebody else an opportunity.
Mike, tough week for you guys, obviously. Do you sense an easing in the schedule with Cleveland and
until we start winning, we know that each game, and Kobe summed it up the best. We live in the moment. Just take one game at a time and play that game. Don't look ahead. Don't look who it is. Just play that game, play it hard, and let's go try to do something. Most people are counting us out, and we think we can do it, but we know that the road is not easy.
have you started looking at Houston, Portland, Denver?
Not really, because until we start righting our ship and we get some few wins and it looks like we're playing well, then I'll start putting the jinx on everybody. But right now, you just kind of look at yourself and you look how you're playing, and we have to play better. Once you play better, then we can start worrying about other people.
You sounded like you were throwing down the gauntlet last night when you said, "Okay, we got to start Sunday night. This is it
Right.
for us."
Well, it is, in a sense. It's not mathematically, it isn't, but come on, we got to someplace draw a line in the sand and start putting 48 minutes together of good defense and hard play. And I thought the last 3 games, we've done that, and we just haven't come up with wins. And we've had moments where it's really good, and then moments where it's not so good. So we're getting closer with this team. We do have to get our guys back, and we do have to play like we're playing now when we get everybody back. But there's a lot of ifs, a lot of buts, but it's on us to do it.
Mike, you mentioned spurts, and you played some really good spurts defensively. Out of a 48-minute game, can you put a number on how many minutes you think that you have played well and done some good things?
Probably half the game, and like I said before, different things show up at different times, and just little things like not a switch, and we talked about, and they just didn't do it at one time. They did it 4 other times, and then a little bit of offense that we would force shots. And once you force a shot, it hurts your defense, and we forced up a lot of shots, and we got to keep cutting that number down. We got back on defense much better than we have all year. We've been doing that for the last 3 games against teams that run. And so then you think, well, if we do that now, why didn't we do it before? Just little things like that they are curing, but other things pop up, and overall we got to get our bigs back to protect the rim and be able to do it and keep everything else intact. You just can't, okay, we got the bigs back, now let's don't run back on defense, or let's let our energy drop. And those are things we can't do.
Was it business as usual today, or
A little bit of business as usual, film and walk through some stuff defensively, but a lot of guys are banged up, a lot of games and a lot of minutes, and they got treatment, but they'll be ready to go tomorrow.
You're saying last week, this past 5-game stretch, for better or worse, will tell you where you guys are at.
Yeah,
If you get the results you wanted to, where do you see the guys at?
Well, obviously we're not in a good spot. I think we all know that, but also we were shorthanded 3 out of the 5 games, so we know that. Not an excuse, it's just the way it is. I don't think it told us the whole picture. If we lost all 5 games with everybody, then yeah, it would be a little bit clearer. But we're not playing well, and we're not defending well, and we're not moving the ball well. Things that at some point we have to do better.
Mike, your first year in Phoenix was a tough year. You had some tough times in New York. When you consider everything that's gone into this, all the injuries, everything, has this been the toughest thing you've encountered as a coach?
Well, yeah, I think every NBA coach knows every year is challenging. There are times, and even when you win 60 games, there are periods in there that teeters one way or the other. And then the character and the strength of your team comes out, and you either get over it or you go down a rat hole. And right now we've not crawled out of the ditch at all, and we got to start doing that.
Is that what you feel has to be developed here, the character of the overall team?
It all goes together. It goes how you support your teammates and how you fight for each other. That goes into it. There's no doubt, and I think it's getting better. I think our energy's better. So hopefully we can improve on that.
What effect could a coach have?
A lot. It's my job. It's my responsibility. So, if I don't think at the end of the year if we're bad, I'm going, oh, okay, they're really bad. No, I'm bad, and we got to somehow get that turned around.
With Jordan's injury, do you see Earl being a part of the game like out?
Oh yeah, because you know why? He can play 3-4. He can guard ones. He's got some unique talents, and again, it's early. It's only 3 games, so I want to be a little careful. Because I've been out there before, but I do like his feet and his quickness, and I don't like at the end of the first quarter he thought that it was halftime and ran off the floor in the bed. I don't know if y'all noticed that or not. It was great. But if we can get his quarters down right, well, no, I tell you what, he has some NBA talents that I think we can really use.
So at this point you see him back?
Yeah, he's going to play. He's going to play somewhere. Yeah. Well, he'll back up Powell and those guys, but he'll back up Meta at the 3, and we'll use him sometimes on a point guard. I really like Kobe on the point guard. I thought him on the ball is something that we'll do even more. We did with Chris Paul, we did last night, but I think it's something that we'll do a lot going forward.
That would really change your defensive dynamic if you have a 6'9" guy and guard a point guard.
No, it gives the coach a lot of weapons to be able to do a lot of things.
Mike, have you looked at Cleveland right now, and what concerns do you have with them coming in?
Well, the little point guard is good. There's no doubt about it. He's really good, and they're having a great year. Byron does a great job coaching them, and they, G and Miles, and they got guys who can shoot, and they're playing hard. They always play hard, so we have to be ready and match their energy and play better.